Hello, welcome to Footballers, and I've got some breaking news for you right now. Manchester City have just agreed to sign Omar Marmoush from Frankfurt. This is huge. If you're not familiar with who Omar Marmoush is, stay with me. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. First, let me take you through his stats. His goals and assists are at a 1.11 per 90. This means that every 90 minutes this season, he's guaranteed to either score you a goal or get you an assist. Absolutely incredible. If we look at the Bundesliga season statistics here, he has 15 goals, yes, one behind Harry Kane, but bear with me. Harry Kane has scored 7 penalties while Marmoush has only scored 2. So from open play, Marmoush has 13 goals and Harry Kane only has 9. When it comes down to assists, it's not even close between the two. Marmoush has 9 assists. So 15 goals and 9 assists, that's 24 goal contributions in 17 games for Frankfurt in the Bundesliga this season. An absolutely incredible statistic. But he's not just scoring tap-ins. Take a look at this. This season, he did the incredible feat of scoring 3 direct free kicks in 3 games in a row. Yes, absolutely incredible. If you have the time, please look up these goals and watch them. They are insane. But now the question on pretty much every Man City fan and Premier League fan in general is, how is Marmoush going to fit into this team? Well, this is how Man City have been lining up recently. You might suggest maybe putting him on the left to replace Savinho. Maybe he could even replace Haaland up top. Haaland hasn't been in the best form as of late. Here's how he's utilized for Frankfurt. He plays up front in a 2-man system with Hugo Ekitike, who's more like Erling Haaland. He's a big, tall target man. Marmoush is more of that dynamic, incisive, skillful forward, similar to Julian Alvarez. Man City did let Alvarez go, but last season, Pep did experiment with playing Haaland and Alvarez up top. Now, I think that this is the way to go for Man City. If we were to transpose this Frankfurt system into a Man City team, that's pretty much what it would look like. I think that this striking duo with Foden in behind could cause havoc for Premier League defenders. Now, Man City do have a good track record when it comes to signing from Bundesliga teams. Of course, Haaland came from the Bundesliga, Gvardiol came from the Bundesliga. Kevin De Bruyne, their best player in recent times, if not in history, came from the Bundesliga. Leroy Sané, Edin Dzeko, Gundogan, Akanji, you get the point. They've signed a lot of brilliant Bundesliga talent, and it has paid off. Now, Man City are in a pretty bad place in the league right now, and there's a lot of talk about whether Marmoush can be the guy to propel them up and challenge for the title late on. But not enough people are worried about how this is going to affect Eintracht Frankfurt. They're 3rd in the Bundesliga. They're pushing for that Champions League spot, and Marmoush is kind of carrying them on his back. I do feel sorry for Frankfurt. This is something that happens to them a lot. They have a star striker that completely dominates the league and then gets taken from them. It happened with Kolo Muani, it happened with Jovic, and it happened with Aller, and now it's happening with Marmoush. One thing you'll notice about these 3 players, though, is that all of them flopped after leaving Frankfurt. Okay, the jury's still out on Kolo Muani, but he hasn't been anywhere near as good for PSG as he has for Frankfurt, and that's a fact. And this has to worry some Man City fans. Frankfurt clearly has this weird kind of energy that temporarily boosts mediocre strikers. If anything, Marmoush's history backs up that theory. Before he joined Frankfurt, his stats were pretty underwhelming. He's got 6 contributions for Wolfsburg in 41 games, and for Stuttgart, 8 goal contributions in 21 games. And then suddenly, when he joins Eintracht Frankfurt, he becomes an absolute world beater. It's a little bit confusing. However, this sudden boost may remind you all of a certain other Egyptian Premier League star, Mohamed Salah. His numbers were pretty underwhelming for the likes of Chelsea and Fiorentina, but as soon as he joined Roma, he really hit a hot streak. And then, of course, Liverpool snapped him up, and he became one of the greatest players the club has ever seen and the Premier League has ever seen. I'm not necessarily saying that Omar Marmoush is going to hit those heights, but the question on every Man City fan's lips has to be, have they signed the next Egyptian king?